The Thunderbirds, they're always a big draw. That'll be the case this weekend at the Defenders of Freedom Air Show at an open house at Offutt.
Keep an eye out for number 4. The slot pilot is the pride of West Point, Nebraska, and we're really honored to have him here.
Oh, absolutely. Major Nick Krajicek. Good morning,
Hi,
Major. How are you?
Good morning.
Doing fantastic.
Are you
Thanks
excited
for
to be
having
back
me.
in Nebraska?
Oh, so excited. Can't believe that I'm back here, pretty much my hometown. Going to get to perform for friends and family and represent the Air Force here in Nebraska. It's awesome.
And we need to ask how you got on this team, because you didn't take the typical path as an Air Force pilot. You were an Army National Guard member here in Nebraska. That's kind of where you got your start, right?
Exactly. Right out of high school, I enlisted in the Nebraska Army National Guard as an infantryman. Had a great time doing that. I tell everybody and kind of joke around that I kind of got tired of walking and moved on to flying helicopters. Just down the road, I flew with them for a while, the Lincoln unit, the 24th Med Company at the time, and flew Black Hawk helicopters. And then ultimately wanted to get to the Air Force. It all worked out, and here I am now 21 years later and flying as Thunderbird number 4. It's an honor and a privilege.
Your show this weekend in Omaha, but you perform a lot throughout the year. How many shows on average?
So we have 71 shows scheduled in 39 different locations, and we're actually very excited. We just found out that we're going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. So not really an international trip per se, but we're going down there to do a show, which is fantastic. And so we're reaching about the halfway point of our show season, which starts the first week in March and goes through mid-November.
Wow, a lot of time on the road, yeah.
Yeah, we average about 220 days a year on the road, and then we have the training season in the off time to train up new folks. As
how do you look at these jets? These are the F-16s. How do you become a Thunderbird? I mean, you're all pilots in the Air Force. How do you get on this very elite crew?
So some of the requirements are you have to be a fighter pilot, combat fighter pilot with a minimum of 750 flight hours in one of the fighters. And then it's a selective process with interviews, application process, letters of recommendation, and all of those sorts of things. And then ultimately, if you do get selected, you'll go through a training season that lasts about 4 months, over 100 sorties before we ever demonstrate in front of the public. Wow. And it's very much a building block approach. We don't start out flying 3 feet from each other, and we don't start flying with 6 airplanes at one time.
Do you have to be good looking? Because my wife was at the airport yesterday at Offutt, and she was impressed by the looks of not only the pilots, but all of the ground crew. And I mean, is that part of it?
Well, I can't speak for myself. Most of my friends say I have a face for radio, so the fact that you guys have me on this morning show is fantastic. No, we go out every weekend and we demonstrate the pride, professionalism, and precision of the United States Air Force, and we're representing nearly 680,000 airmen. And so physical fitness is one thing that people bring up. You need to be physically fit to fly this high-performance aircraft, but then to represent the Air Force is another thing.
You do have to be physically fit, and as I found, I'm a little sore this morning, and I don't think people understand why, but there's, if we could take a look at the video, there's G's, you pull G's when you're doing some of these maneuvers, right?
Lots of G's.
And yeah, I know. And through these G's, you have to learn how to, okay, hold on.
Slow-mo.
It's a slow-mo, hold on, let's soak this in, people. All right, just soak it in, ladies.
Look at that hero shot right there. That was a hero.
I had to take a
Major,
picture. But the G's, hold on, we've got to get to the G's.
Okay,
And the part that's so difficult on your body are the G's. Explain how you are able to pull through those when you're in one of these planes.
So first off, a G force is the force of gravity. All of us sitting here at the couch right now are at 1 G.
I can do this.
In this part,
airplane,
we're going straight up right here.
You're probably pulling about 5.5 to 6 G's right here.
Right.
And the weight to thrust ratio is greater than 1 to 1 with the F-16. So you're actually accelerating right now.
He looks like he's really enjoying himself.
I am here.
Fine,
and then
now you can breathe.
This wasn't too bad.
So
these maneuvers.
The F-16 is capable of pulling over 9 Gs, and what you experienced yesterday was that, which is the maximum limit.
Oh my goodness.
That's not a barrel roll, that's called a
Aileron roll.
Aileron roll.
And what's the difference?
A barrel roll, you're going to make it's going to be a big loop in the sky while rolling, and the aileron roll is just a...
Oh no, what's coming?
I was preparing.
Don't do it.
I was preparing. Listen.
But you didn't need it.
I didn't need it.
Oh,
but I had to take the mask off. And when you take the mask off, it sometimes helps you breathe a little bit better.
It does.
Wow.
So back to the Gs, we have a anti-G straining maneuver, which Major Scheibler, my friend, the flight surgeon, taught you to do. You're going to combat those Gs with about 2 2 to 3 Gs is what you can get with proper breathing technique. And then you also wore a G suit, speed jeans yesterday, which inflated every time that the aircraft sensed that you were about to pull Gs.
And the thing that he told me to do, you push your legs down to the ground, you tighten up all your muscles, and it pushes blood back up to your upper extremities.
Exactly.
Let's be honest. After all of this was said and done, you had a chance to talk to your friend who took Mike up.
Yes.
What did he say about how Mike did?
He said he was a true athlete, a true Nebraskan form.
Well, listen, I thought
didn't
we could
expect
trust
anything
you.
less.
I didn't expect you to come up here and lie to us.
And he did an amazing job.
See?
That I believe.
See, I
I'm
told
so
you.
proud of you.
I'll pay you later. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I had a different experience of what people are going to see from the ground near the tarmac. Explain what people experience being that close to these jets when you guys are flying over.
Yeah, from the moment that we step out to the aircraft, what you're going to see is an amazing ground show. And so the show is much more than just 6 airplanes flying with smoke on. It takes a team of 120 enlisted and 12 officers to do this. So at 3 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday, you'll see the ground show. And so what you're going to see is our enlisted showing the precision movements and the safety factors that they look at in the jet, making sure that it's ready to go. And that is all done and choreographed and to music. So it's absolutely amazing. And then what you'll see is us take off, and you'll see a demonstration of the world's greatest Air Force. And so you'll see the diamond formation, which is what I fly in, and I fly the slot position, which is tucked in right between the wingman and just below and just behind the commander leader. Best seat in the house, by the way, because I can see the entire formation. You'll see solos hitting show center, doing all kinds of things from knife edge passes, again, precision movements. It'll look like they're going to hit each other, but I promise you they will not. And then towards the end of the show, you'll see us form up as the 6th ship, as you see on the screen right there. And that is called the Delta formation. One of the most difficult things in the world is to maneuver 6 airplanes 3 feet apart from
What's
each
the
other.
concern? Is it turbulence that could bring you closer? What's the major danger in that? Just the sheer proximity of how close you are?
Obviously, the sheer proximity, yes, sir. And turbulence does play into it, any kind of turbulence. Birds, obviously, are not a friend of ours, but we're kind of a no flinch at that point. Just going to fly on through. But to be quite honest with you, I talked about our training season, over 100 hours, 100 performances before we ever take it on the road. And then we do multiple practices during the week. Today we'll be practicing, so folks will see that today.
Oh, cool.
Unfortunately close to the public, but you will be able to see from all over Bellevue and Papillion.
Porch,
But you said it starts at 3 o'clock for you on Saturday and again on Sunday. It's the same program both days. And usually attendance is right around 120,000 people on Saturday and then around 70,000 on Sunday. So, you know, maybe go on Sunday. But parking can be an issue regardless. So look out for the shuttles. And there's information about all of that online at OffuttAirShow.com.
And I'll tell you what, Major, the planes are cool and the experience was incredible, but I think what I took away from this the most was the professionalism from the pilots and the crew members as well. I mean, you don't get to be the best unless you're the best. So thank you for your service, not only on the Thunderbirds, but all your time in the service prior to that.
You're welcome.
An
Thank you
honor
for
to have
having
you
me on
here.
here.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Major.
Wow.
Guest of the